Hey YouTube, it's Jennifer. It is Sunday, August 26th. Typically I make my videos on Monday, but tomorrow's going to be a really busy day. It's my niece's birthday tomorrow. She'll be 4 years old. So we're all going to the zoo, and then we're going to Chuck E. Cheese, so she can have a little birthday party, and I'm just really not going to have time to come on here tomorrow. So I just decided to do the video today. It's not that big of a deal. I believe this is week 25 gastric bypass update. This week I gained 1.4 pounds. I'm just going to say a pound and a half. And wow, am I glad that that's all I gained, because earlier this week I weighed myself and I was up like 5 pounds. And then Friday when I went to the doctor's, I was up 3 pounds. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. As to why it's going down, but I'm glad it's going down because I was absolutely prepared to get on the scale and to have gained like 5 or 6 pounds this week. I've done no cardio, no exercise at all this week, and I have been like a carb monster. That's all I've been eating is carbs, like breads and chips and crackers and cookies and ice cream and frozen Cokes. Once again, I'm back home now, and I avoided frozen Cokes the entire time I was in Atlantic City. Even on the way home, I could have gotten one, and sorry. We got another cat. We have 6 cats now, but this other cat is not ours. We're just keeping it here because it belongs to my sister's friend, and they were going to put it to sleep because of some issue the cat had with the dog. But this cat is like so sweet, and there's no way I'm going to let somebody kill an innocent cat. That is not the problem. The dog's the problem. So I told my sister to bring the cat over here and we would keep it until the Humane Society opened this week. So anyway, yeah, so I've just been like eating everything. I avoided the frozen Cokes. I avoided all the snacks really while I was in Atlantic City. I think I had like a handful or two of M&Ms every day just to curb the chocolate cravings that I was having. And I had pizza in Atlantic City, and I had Subway in Atlantic City, but other than that, I really, if I had anything with bread on it, I took the bread off and I just ate the protein part, the ham or whatever it was. So I did really good in Atlantic City, and I was eating on a schedule. I was eating lunch, and then I was eating dinner, and if I was hungry later on, I had something else. When I'm at home, I have no schedule. It's like I'm lucky if I eat once a day. I have a horrible habit of eating a lot in the evenings, like between 7 and 3 in the morning. I'm just gorging on food. I snack a lot, and mostly my meals consist of like chicken noodle soup, which Doug should get a kick out of because it's like a running joke between us, or I'll eat slices of Crocus Polish ham. And I mean, it's like 6 grams of protein per slice. I'll take like 2 slices, roll it up, eat it, and within a minute I've eaten 12 grams of protein. And then I have my shakes. I don't really do the shakes a whole lot at home. I don't know why. I just don't. Um, Sorry, I'm sick. I'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, I know I didn't get my protein in every day. I need to stop with the soup because it's got so much sodium in it. I think my body's just like holding onto the sodium and the salt and the water. But yeah, between all my bad eating habits this week and not exercising at all, and then the being sick and the enormous amount of stress that I've had this week, I will gladly accept the fact that I've only gained a pound and a half. So that means I'm up to 241. I'm fine with that. I know next week it'll be different, so I'm not even like worried about it. As far sickness, I woke up on Friday and I just had like the worst sore throat ever, and I completely lost my voice on Friday. Thankfully, I already had a doctor's appointment that afternoon at 3 o'clock to get my 6-month post-op blood work done, and I also wanted to get some trazodone to help me with my insomnia. And trazodone is just beautiful. I love it. So I already had a doctor's appointment, and when I went there, basically I have a throat infection, but they're worried because I have asthma, so now they're worried about this cough that I seem to be getting now. And my sinuses have been real bad, which only worsens the cough. So I'm really prone to getting pneumonia. It runs in my family, so I really have to keep an eye on it. But my throat doesn't really hurt as much anymore. It does still hurt or bother me. Obviously, I have my voice back, but my sinuses are still bad. The cough is still bad. Um, and yeah, so whatever. So I'm sick. This is the first time I've been sick since I had surgery. Um, and I have to say that even though I feel really drained and tired, I feel a lot better being sick post-op than I felt when I was sick pre-op. Um, I mean, I've been sick post. I should say that I've been sick post-op before. Like I think like a week or two before Atlantic City, I really did feel bad. I had a fever and everything, and I ended up walking like 2.5 miles that day. And I was kind of like joking with myself while I was walking, like, pre-op, if I was sick, I would just stay in bed all damn day and do nothing. And now post-op, I'm sick, and I'm like, hey, let's walk 2.5 miles. Why not? You're sick. So that's just a totally different thing, I guess. Um, Sorry. I know it sounds horrible. Um, oh, it hurts too. As far as stress is concerned, this is really the main issue of my video today, and I'm really going to try not to overdo the time, but when I went to Atlantic City, I almost made myself go because I was not going to go, and then financial issues happened that made it almost impossible to go, and thankfully I was able to go, and I met a ton of great people. I had a really great time, and it took me a couple days to get acclimated to the fact that I was on vacation and that I didn't have to worry about 800 things in my day. But once I was there and I got in vacation mode, I was sleeping so well and I was having such a good time. And I really think that's why I lost so much weight. I lost 6 pounds when I was on vacation, and I think it's because I was happy, I was joyful, I was appreciating life, I was not stressed out about 800 things. When I came home, um, I was totally in I'm gonna kick your ass kind of mode. Like, I had a ton of stuff that had to get done. I got most of it done within the first day or two. Um, but I really feel like when I came home, I was just getting punched left to right by so many different things. And everything has added up. And I didn't go to work Friday night because I was sick and my doctor told me not to go, so I had a doctor's note. But I did go to work yesterday, and the first hour that I was there, I'm sorry. I like think it's so cool. Like, I don't even know if you could see, but like I'm starting to get collarbones, and it's like the most awesome feeling ever. Or like my shoulders are kind of bony now. It's so weird. Anyway, like, I'm getting really vain. I don't like that. Anyway, the the first hour that I was at work, this is really serious. I don't know why I'm acting like a damn fool. The first hour that I was at work, I was shaking like this. I mean, just like impossibly shaking. I couldn't even sign my name. And when I ended up having to sign my name on some stuff, and it didn't even look like my signature at all, just because of the stress and anxiety of what is going on there. Um, Having talked to my sister and a couple coworkers, and just knowing, because I'm not stupid, I don't foresee me having this job much longer. Um, I was like 30 seconds away from walking off the job yesterday. I mean, I was looking for a box. Be nice. It's like having 6 kids in this house. It really is. Um, anyway, I was walking around the office looking for a box to put all my stuff in, and I was just going to walk out and leave. I wasn't even going to talk to anybody. I was just going to walk out and leave. I I have not been instructed to not talk about anything, but my coworkers have been instructed not to talk to me. Um, and this is all because I reported some people for sleeping and for disappearing for hours on end, which at any job would get you fired. And these people do it on a regular basis, which then increases the workload for those of us who are actually doing our jobs. I've reported them 5 or 6 times and nothing ever gets done. And on top of that, now my name, I mean, every time I report somebody, my name gets leaked to the department that I'm the one that reported them. So there's a lot of retaliation by these people to where they either refuse to work with me or they won't, you know, I do data entry and then we have to do second check of each other's works, and they won't let me second check their work. They won't second check my work. They try to take work before I can get to it so that it looks like I'm doing nothing the whole time I'm there. Um, it's just like really petty, Sweet Valley High type shit, really, and it's really aggravating. Or on top of that, they're just really mean to me while I'm there, and they'll talk about me and they'll make fun of me. And I've actually been threatened by the union steward that they don't like tattletales and that I should watch my back. So, um, anybody that knows anything about um, the law with the workplace, this is all illegal. I am totally protected by the Whistleblower Act, and my employer is completely acting like that law doesn't even exist. I've requested a meeting with 3 of my 4 supervisors and 2 of the human resource staff. I haven't heard back from them yet, but I'm requesting it because it's just an impossible place for me to work at this point. And none of this should have even happened had they been following the guidelines and the policies in the procedure manual. And I'm not asking for anything special. I just want a fair and balanced workplace. And to be treated like this when I am, and I'm not being vain, but I am an exceptional employee. This is Athena. She's cute. Come here, sweetie. To be treated like this is just ridiculous, really. And I don't deserve it, and I'm not going to tolerate it. So I think they kind of view me right now as kind of being like a troublemaker. And it's really hard to take this seriously when this cat's butt is in my face. Hey, 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 be nice. There's like too many cats in this house. Anyway, but yeah, I know my rights, and I'm not in the wrong here, and I'm not going to be treated like I'm in the wrong. So there's just so, I mean, work is just like hell to go to. I don't even care for it anymore. But I have another interview at a different place on Wednesday. So I'm looking forward to kind of tooting my own horn at this interview and letting them know that I'm totally qualified for the position and I am the best candidate for the position, which may or may not be true. I don't know who my competition is, but I do know what traits I have, and I do know that I have a lot of, excuse me, a lot of traits that a lot of employees don't have anymore. So I'm not really concerned about the job. I'm pretty sure I could get the job if it's meant to be. But my work is just crazy, and then there's stuff, you know, my dad totally tried to ruin my trip. My dad is a compulsive liar, and I'm not saying that to be mean. I mean, he truly is a sociopath. I mean, not a psychopath, a sociopath, to the full definition of the term. And he just lies about so much, and this week's lie was that he had cancer, and that he had surgery to remove the cancer, and he's just doing all this so that I'll feel bad for him, and I'll feel bad for taking a trip. So there's the emotional manipulation there, and then my ex and I finally just called off the friendship entirely, and I hated doing it. I hated that it's come to this. I'm not happy with the way things went, and I wish it would have ended on better terms. And I don't wish him harm. I have no ill will towards him. I hope he finds everything great he needs to. I hope his move to Nashville is wonderful. I hope he meets somebody wonderful and that they get along wonderfully. How many times can you use the word wonderful in a sentence? But he and I cannot be friends, at least right now. I'm not saying that we will never be friends, and if there's ever an emergency and he calls me and he needs me, I'll always be there. Um, but in terms of being friends and talking on the phone and hanging out, that's just not going to happen. I flat out told him that our interactions make me hate myself. They make me miserable. And I'm not living my life like that. So even though I feel that that was the best decision to make, it's still really hard to do. Because of the length of time that we've known each other and had each other in our lives, and just the relationship that we had. It's just, I don't know, it's bittersweet, I guess. And then there's a ton of more stuff going on in my life, but it's just like all this stuff happened at once, and being sick on top of it, and then dealing with the stress at work. Sorry. Okay, and dealing with the stress at work. I just had like a breakdown yesterday. I ended up going to the private bathroom at work and just crying my eyes out. I wanted to punch things so bad because I was so angry and frustrated, and then just crying tears, sobbing because I was so frustrated and sad by the way things are right now. Um, and I did actually seek some professional help last night through a crisis center that did absolutely no good whatsoever, and I checked myself out after 3 hours. I basically sat in a waiting room and watched TV for 3 hours. But it did help me to calm down to the point to where I wasn't having panic attacks anymore, or anxiety attacks, and came home and just gathered as much love as I could from my niece, who made me smile and laugh and feel really good, and she's my sunshine. So I'm feeling a little bit better today. I took a sleeping pill last night, so I actually got some deep sleep last night. I'm not looking forward to going to work today at all. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a hellish afternoon in terms of how my coworkers treat me, but I can't do anything more than what I've already done, so it is what it is. But I'm just saying all this stuff, all this like range of stuff, because when you have the surgery, and a lot of you know this because you're post-op yourself, but it doesn't make your whole life wonderful and magical and great. I mean, yeah, I've lost a lot of weight, and I actually went back and watched my first video that I ever made on here. I went back and watched that video last week, and I cannot believe the difference in appearance. In that video, I was 312. I was 312 pounds, and I'm 241 now, and that video really made me feel good about the progress that I've made. But you know, you still have stress, you still have life that you have to cope with, and I'm glad that my health is so much better. I'm glad that I feel better. I'm glad that, you know, I just don't have all these medical issues to deal with. But I'm still an extremely emotional person, and I'm still even more so because your hormones go crazy with the surgery, and the more fat you burn, you're giving off a lot of hormones that just make you like crazy. They really do. So a balancing act in life is like really difficult to do even before surgery for whatever reason, and now after surgery there's so many reasons why things just go crazy, and I'm doing my best to try and like keep on top of things and make priorities, but I'm not doing well, as proof of yesterday, because I've only had 3 breakdowns in my life, which I shouldn't say only 3, because I guess that's like 3 more than a lot of normal people. But one was in 2008, one was in December of 2011, and then one was yesterday. And I consider myself a fairly intelligent person, and I consider myself to be pretty good at handling stress and dealing with life. And, you know, today I wake up and this is me. I mean, I didn't even take a shower today. I'm not putting my makeup on today. I'm not doing anything. I feel like hell just because I'm sick and I have to go to work and I'm dealing with all this nonsense, and I really just want to like change every part of my life, and there's some parts of my life I just can't change. And I don't know, it's like a step by step by step thing, and it's really difficult sometimes. So if you're pre-op and you think you want to have the surgery because it's going to make your life better, it doesn't make your life better. It improves your health, and that's worth it, but it doesn't change your life. Anyway, 20 minutes. God damn, I make the longest videos ever. Okay, I'm done now. I'm getting off here. I have to get ready. I gotta eat something today before I go to work. I've got these like bites all over me, and I swear to God, if these cats have fleas, I'm gonna like freak out and sanitize my entire house. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Thank you all for watching, and I'm sorry I was so long-winded. I will talk to you all soon. Thanks.